Throughout the month of May, Fox 28 News has been taking you inside the storm.
Tonight, as we continue our efforts to keep your family safe, meteorologist Jennifer Hildreth takes you back to Parkersburg, where it's now been 7 years since an EF5 tornado devastated that community.
The Parkersburg EF5 tornado was one of the worst tornadoes to hit Iowa in more than 40 years. But for anyone who calls Parkersburg home, May 25th is the day that changed their lives forever.
It was just unbelievable. I just never thought anything like that would happen here.
John and Sandy Wilmer have called Parkersburg home for almost 40 years, but nothing could have prepared them for this. On May 25, 2008, an EF5 tornado ripped through the town and forever changed the landscape and the lives of its residents. In less than 4 minutes, the south side of Parkersburg was flattened. 288 homes and 22 businesses were destroyed, and many more were damaged. Today, the recovery and renewal of Parkersburg and its residents is evident. New homes and businesses have risen from the rubble, and there are very few physical reminders of the tornado left. But it's the memories and emotions that still live on in those that survived.
I heard our sirens started going off, and I heard them say on the TV, "Take shelter now."
John and Sandy took shelter in their basement, but John could see the tornado approaching through a small basement window.
And I was watching the debris flying through the air. There was so much debris in the air.
As they huddled under a table holding each other, they feared the worst as the tornado hit. When the Wilmers finally emerged from their basement, they were shocked by what they saw.
It was terrible. It was just total devastation.
Looking back, John and Sandy feel lucky. While their home was badly damaged, it was still standing, and they still had each other.
Somebody must have been looking after somebody that day, because the stuff, the debris and everything that was driven into the ground and all that stuff flying around, you know, it's remarkable that more people didn't die.
And like the Wilmers, everyone in Parkersburg has a story from the tornado. But the bigger story is the resilience and strong sense of community that came from it. Parkersburg is certainly proud to be back, but they will never forget those who were lost or the people that helped them along the way.
No, we just hope that nobody else has to go through what the people of Parkersburg went through.
And that was Jennifer Hildreth reporting. And stay with your Weather First team of experts. We're committed to providing you up-to-the-second details as we track storms on the air, online, and through our Weather First app. And you know, I talked to Tim Marshall, who's one of the most renowned storm chasers around, and he's also a structural engineer, and he was in Parkersburg after the storm to survey the damage, and he's seen some of the worst tornadoes in United States history, and he said that that was some of the most severe damage that he has ever been a part of. And I was there within a day after the storm, and I'll never forget what I saw there. There wasn't a tree left in town, and you could just look for miles and miles off to the east. Yeah. Gone.
And you pointed out last week how important early notification was with that storm. That's the difference between that storm and the Charles City tornado.
Absolutely. You get a half an hour, 25 minutes warning that something's coming, gives you an opportunity to get out of the way. Although in that particular storm, you almost had to be below ground to survive it. Really remarkable stuff.